Good evening. Welcome to the May monthly meditation from the Church of the Spirit. Thanks for being here. I'd like you to start by taking a few slow, deep breaths, just a little slower than usual, just a little deeper than usual. And as you exhale, you may have already noticed physical tension dissipating. That's fine, that's natural. And that is going to continue with every exhalation. Every exhalation, physical tension continues to dissipate. Just the act of observing the breathing process sends a signal to the body it's okay to let go now. It's okay to relax. It's okay to let go. And now you can allow your breathing to return to its easy, natural rhythm. Nice and easy. Let it be easy. I'd like you to continue to observe each exhalation now without any need to control, without judgment, without analysis, just observing. Settling into the breath, settling into the wonderful present moment, just observing the breathing. And as you continue to observe your body breathing, I'd like you to become aware of where in space your awareness seems to be. For most of us who are sighted, we tend to think of our awareness being somewhere behind our eyes, in our forehead, somewhere in that area. And wherever it is for you, I'd like you to continue to observe your body breathing. And go ahead and close your eyes if you haven't already. And as you observe your body breathing, let your awareness shift in space to some place outside of your physical body. Doesn't have to be far, it can be just a few inches above or behind or to the side. Can you, from that place, observe your body breathing without the awareness of your breathing bringing you back into your physical body? Can you maintain the sense of being outside of your body while continuing to observe your physical body breathing? That may be a little tricky for some of you, and if it is, that's fine. If it takes a few tries, that's fine. I'm asking you to observe your body that you tend to identify with as if you weren't in it. You can notice the breathing, but you're not your body. You're observing your body, and if there are thoughts popping into your awareness, you're observing your thoughts. I'd like you to become that which can observe everything about you, everything that you tend to identify with in your day to day life, your name, your personality, your biography. Imagine you are observing that entity that interacts with the physical world and goes about your daily activities. I'd like you to take a step back from that personality and observe it. You can think of this as your awareness retreating into simple awareness, consciousness, your higher self, your soul. I'm asking you to observe your body and your ego and your personality from outside, from the part of you that was aware and alive before your physical being was born. Nice and easy. And you're welcome to back away or not participate if this feels a little weird to you. That's fine. I assure you, you will be okay and you can retreat into your normal sense of yourself if you'd like and just observe, or go ahead and do something else right now if you'd like. From this perspective of your higher self or your awareness, your consciousness, again, notice that you can observe the physical body breathing. And now I want you to become aware of your shoulders and notice if there is any tension in them. And if there is, I'd like you to send a signal to your shoulders to become soft and just let go of any tension. And if that process of putting your attention on your shoulders, if that brought your awareness back into your body, it's okay. I'd like you to go back to looking at yourself from somewhere outside of your physical body and observe that you can interact with it without returning to the physical body. As I ask you to send a signal to your stomach from outside of your physical body to let your stomach soften like the wax of a warm candle. And if your thoughts intrude in any way, I invite you to consider the fact that you are not your thoughts. And if your brain offers up thoughts for you to consider, that's fine. You don't have to feel bad about having a working brain, and you need not castigate your brain. Imagine your brain is a toddler pulling on your clothing or some body part trying to get your attention. And you can tell that it's not an urgent situation. And you can just send a mental signal to your toddler brain that you're otherwise engaged right now, and you will give it your attention in a few minutes. And if your brain continues to ask for your attention by offering up thoughts, you can just ignore them for now and trust that your brain will eventually tire, maybe get bored. From the perspective outside of your body, I'd like you to send a signal to your toes to let them relax. Continuing to observe your body breathing from a perspective outside of your physical body. Another part of your awareness I would like you to recall an emotionally pleasant experience of the last couple days. Notice if you can bring that to your awareness without identifying with it. Can you recall that pleasant event or situation that made you smile or feel emotionally warm without actually feeling that emotion in this moment? And if recalling that emotion seemed to pull you into that memory emotionally, can you hold the recollection of it and back away from it, back out of it with your awareness to the point where you can recall it without actually feeling an identification with it. If you've ever looked in a mirror and not recognized yourself or wondered, what am I doing in this body? Or what am I doing on this planet? That's consciousness. That's who you truly are. Not that there's anything wrong with being your personality or your ego, but by becoming aware that you can observe the you that you tend to identify with, you can become aware that there is no need to feel any emotional conflicts or critical self judgments of your personality, of your body. By practicing observing yourself from another perspective outside of yourself, you can become aware that you don't have to have any body issues or shame or regret about what your personality did when you were 10 or 20 years younger than you are. Because you can recognize that you are something beyond that. Your consciousness is like the parent to your ego or your personality. And you need not stand by as your subconscious tells yourself bad things about yourself. You can recognize that your child is having difficulties when that's happening and reassure it that it doesn't have to think that way anymore. You can demonstrate to the part of you that is thinking challenging thoughts that we can choose other thoughts. If those thoughts don't make us feel good, we can choose to have some thoughts that do make us feel good. And now it's about 3 minutes from the end of the half hour. So I'll just give you a heads up that if you want to continue and maybe drift off to sleep, you can do that if you'd like. But if you have something to do in the next couple minutes, you can begin to gradually, very slowly, in stages, begin to open your eyes just a little bit at a time. Become aware of the physical space you're in. Feel the furniture or floor underneath your body. Becoming aware of your connection to this planet. Maybe begin to move your fingers or your toes. And feel free to come back to this recording whenever you would like, if this is something you'd like to practice in the future. Thank you for coming to the May 2025 monthly meditation of Church of the Spirit.